The swords are extremely sharp. The thickness of the mat is symbolic of the thickness of a human limb. Okay, so they're prepared, soaked. They're very, very firm. If you don't hit it precisely, you're not going to cut them. What you want to look for is a nice neat cut without any serrated edges. So we're going to start with this cutting demonstration. The name of the art is called the Iaido, Way of the Sword. And leading the group is Frenchie Tyler Kurtz, gentleman with the green shin pin. Okay, we ready to rock and roll, or we're still waiting for people? Sharp enough, we normally need a human body, preferably a young child.
Right,
Okay, then we cut it down. We got a volunteer.
Yeah.
Okay, so they would cut the prison and the smoother the cut, the more valuable the sword. So that's the way they did it, even 150 years, 200 years ago.
So this is called, you'll see different katanas. So there's two different types of katanas we use. We use one called an iaito. An iaito is a practice blade, so it's completely dull. So we don't cut ourselves, we don't make any mistakes with it, we're not going to get hurt. But this is called a shinkin, and the way I remember it is shinkin sharp. This is a live blade. This is a real blade. You're going to see us use these on these mats called tatami. Now, if you look carefully, you'll see actually this groove go through it. That's called a blood groove, and it makes a sound when you cut with it. You'll also see something called the hamon, which is this wave pattern that's used from tempering. Every sword has its own fingerprint, like you do, that is unique to that sword.
And the reason that it has a blood groove was as you go into the human body, the blood groove would allow the blood to come out of the sword, so it makes it easier to withdraw from the body. Okay? I don't know how is that funny, but yeah.
No, sorry.
That's what that was for. Okay, so the blood groove is designed for that purpose.
So what we do to practice, like you guys do board breaking, is we take this special tatami mat made out of rice, and we soak it in water for about 20 hours. So we actually started doing this yesterday at breakfast, and we cleaned it out today at breakfast. And it gets a little thicker and heavier, and it represents like an arm or a leg of somebody you're trying to cut. So this is how we practice like board breaking.
Now keep in mind also that the samurais weren't they didn't particularly want to go into combat, because part of the etiquette was if you were in a duel and you killed your opponent, then you became ethically responsible for that person's family. So they were very hesitant to take someone out, because then you become responsible for that person's wife and children. Okay, so there was a lot of etiquette involved in that. And they would prefer to cut the hand or cut your hand off. That way you can wield the sword. And then you can still live and take care of your family, but with one hand.
Here's the deal. When I while someone's cutting, one person cutting at a time. When we're done, step off to the stage, and then we go to the next one. For sacred, because it is a live blade while we're cutting, please do not get up and walk around, move around. If you see something on the ground, please don't try to grab the tatami. If you want a piece, we'll give it to you at the end. And a nice thing you could do is take it and stick it under your bed.
He's kidding.
But I'll show you what we're looking for when we do some cutting. So, Mr. Amici, if you want to go first, and Mr. Malcolm, if you want to go to the other one.
All right, let's look sharp when we're coming up. Remember, project etiquette. Posture is important.
So, we should be getting at least 4 cuts, one between each of these hemos or these strings. One at a time. Mrs. Malcolm, you want to go first? So you're going to do a Kazagiri cut from the right side. Hajime. Hey! Get a little bit closer, take a step forward. One more step. Calm down. Hey! Hey! Left side. Left side.
That didn't work.
Go back to the right side. Nice. One more. So what we're looking for is the angle of the cut. Right? We don't want it too flat, we don't want it too steep, but you're also looking for how clean it is. So is it a clean cut, or is it kind of frayed like this? It's not good. Okay? Who wants it?
Wait a minute.
You guys remember right side? Hold on. Go ahead, draw. I would get a little bit closer. And Hajime. Hey! Hey!
Wow. Stay up there. Clean. Wow, soaking for a stay up there.
Hey! Hey! Nice.
Did you notice how that piece of mat kind of stayed to camp? And then when he got to camp, he said to him, 10,000 more cuts. Just that motion. And I videoed him out there doing it. If you're on TikTok, you'll see it on TikTok. And then when he came to his cut, you get one cut, right? When he came to his cut, it was precisely identical and perfect.
That's enough on that one. Go to the next.
Mr. Goldstein's testing, he's on test list for black belt next year.
Get closer.
Right?
Right there.
Yeah.
Get your right side.
Nice.
Get your right side.
Nice.
Here's a giddy cut. Let me know.
Oh, that's sharp.
And practice his cut, the week leading up to camp. And then when he got to camp, he said to him, 10,000 more cuts. Just that motion. And I videoed him out there doing it. If you're on TikTok, you'll see it on TikTok. And then when he came to his cut, you get one cut, right? When he came to his cut, it was precisely identical and perfect.
The idea is one cut, one kill, basically.
Nice. That was good.
See how the little how viral the little sword.
Hey! 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 wakizashi. So this is a short sword they would, accompaniment sword they would also use. In case they got a little closer, they would have a little bit of a short sword that they could use as well. Or they could use a long sword and a short sword. So this is actually a gift from Mr. Amici that he gave me for cutting. So this is, I wanted to try this out for the first time. So we're going to see how this. And of course, it's a little bit different when you got to use one hand for both power and guidance.
I want a hand.
Oh, wow.
Sharp.
Ooh.
A little bit of a different kind of blade. So you can use them together. There's a samurai, Miyamoto Musashi, who we talked about this weekend, who used both long sword and short sword in his rendori. So we're going to move up to the dance gym for the next part of the shiatsu. So
Let's give these guys a big hand. Courtesy bow. Reek. Thank you guys. Great job. Proud of you.
Kids,
Kids,